Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Factorio. Rails not robots, my name of course is Loaded Potato. The only thing that has changed since you last joined me was the fact that I put down some of these lamps so that we can actually see what the hell we are doing in the dark. Dark scares me. No, the dark doesn't scare me, but... No, I'm joking. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I'll be honest with you. I just sort of started it and hoped it would find its way, but it really didn't, unfortunately, which is a crying shame. But anyway, we are just working on production of these red flasks, and in fairness, we probably won't need anything more than just the basic inserter to make sure that we get these red flasks produced and away as soon as possible, so to speak. And the setup that we've got going here is actually more than capable of handling quite a significant amount of red flask production. And I dare say we could probably handle more should we ever need to, actually. That wouldn't be difficult to imagine at all. I mean, let's think about this. Should we ever want more red flask production, which, you know, is conceivable, we may very well need more red flask production in the future. Okay, let's get this set up so that we can actually output red flasks. There we go, there we go, there we go. Everybody is happy as Larry. That's great to see. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, as I was saying, the way that we could remedy this is by sticking one of these in here and then just curving this round like that. And we can split this off and do another whole row of red flask production up here, should we ever want to. Should we ever want to, which we very well might want to in the future. Labs, where are labs going to go? I have yet to decide, but I feel up here is a appropriate place for the humble laboratory to go. And that's actually, you know, that's actually something that I want to set up fairly soonish. So let's build a couple of splitters. I'm not entirely sure how many splitters we'll need to set up the lab setup that I want to set up. Set up the lab setup. That's great. I can say it, I think. But we're working on it. We're working on it. That's for sure. That's for sure. We are definitely working on it. All right. We want to get these stone walls done. We did have a little engagement with the aliens, as we frequently do last episode. But I'm not very worried, to be honest. I'm not entirely disheartened by the fact that they're attacking us or whatever. But it's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit pesky. Let's get rid of this whole setup. We no longer need it. We've established our main bus, and we intend to keep it that way. We don't intend to go back to the dark days of not having a bus. And I think if we just pick up all of this nonsense, then that is absolutely fine. Now, we've got the radar going down. That was, or the satellite, whatever. What is it called? Is it a radar? It is a radar. That's great. Radar Chicken Runs Wild. Wow. Cool name. I like it. I like it a lot. That radar that I was just talking about, we just turned it off because I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Also, it looks like we need some repair packs on this bad boy. I can do that. Just give me like 5 minutes until these things are actually made. Making some repair packs. Repairing with the repair packs. There we go. Perfect. Back up to full speed. And you are back up to full speed too. That's great. Ah, I always forget about you, don't I, Cole? I always forget about you. The Cole circle jerk continues. Terrible, it's terrible, terrible, but it's amazing, amazing, amazing. Alright. Let's think about the setup that we want to get started over here. I think we've cleared up enough wood for now. Not going to bother clearing up anymore because I get bored and I can't be bothered. So let's go over here and see what we've got. So... let me try and trace this directly up. I mean, it would be cool if we could mark it directly. Is that direct? Looks fairly freaking direct to me. Okay, well, let's just assume that that is direct. So we want to ideally get some splitters. We want a big operation that we can get behind. And, you know, a big operation is what we intend to do. How do we intend to do it? Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure, to be honest, but the first rung, I feel, should be out this way. Because it would be really cool. Like, we can have, like, a sort of splinter lab setup, and I think that would be kind of freaking amazing. 10 labs. We're going to have 20 branching off this one, and we're going to have, you know, another 20 branching off this one, which could be up here. We're going to have another 20, which could be up here, and then another 20, which could be up here, for example. So a tiered, like, operation or whatever. I don't really know. Let's build 10 of those, and we need a little bit more copper plate, so we will get on that very, very shortly indeed. Do we have enough belts to make this a reality? Yeah, I get. Whoa. No, whoa. I don't want to build those. Yeah, I guess we'll just, you know, we'll queue up a bunch of belt and we will set it up and make sure that it works a-okay. In the meantime, we can focus on sticking up our labs. As you can see, I would be going for something like this, and then this over at that side. That goes in there. That goes in there. Perfect. And we would, of course, have greens and reds on this side, going up this side, and then on this side in the second input we would have you know, purples and blues. So easy in theory. In actuality, making it all possible, very, very challenging. Well, not very, very challenging, but you know, you see what I mean. Okay, a nice little setup here, and we join that up, and the labs should have power. Perfect. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is a wise idea to just connect them straight up, but at the same time, until we've got anything better, I don't really see the need to go crazy. I don't really see the need to, you know, introduce crazy ideas into a fairly well-known process. It's a good thing we repaired that, because it took a little bit of extra damage there, which is not great. How's the coal circle jerk going? Wow, it's close. 46 coal. Glad I picked it up when I did. Otherwise it would have stopped. Darn thee. Darn thee. More of that. More of that. Oh, you're mined out. That's great. That's great to see. That's good. See, it helped that we added that little extra bit. And copper is still mining away in the corner here. Of course, we don't really have that much of a need for copper, do we? We really don't, I'm afraid. I mean, making these red flasks, it's not a very renowned job, so to speak. We've got 5 more labs. Let's go and place these labs down. Also, let's go and place some lamps down. We need some lamps up here. There we go. Something like that. That looks pretty decent. So that there, and then one over this side. Why not? Doesn't make a difference. We will eventually do it all. I've just messed up. I need 2 belts. I need 2 belts on this thing, and I've only got 1. And that is annoying in the extreme, because we need 2 belts. 1 for blue and purple, one for red and blue. Red and green, that's the one. That actually shouldn't be too difficult to remedy. All we need to do is build a sister setup over here, and then have a similar sort of input that we can deal with later. But instead of... okay, that can go like that. That's fine. And that can go like that. And miraculously, we have managed to pretty much fix exactly what was broken by doing a couple of simple fixes. I'm going to cancel the labs. I can't be fucked building any more labs at the moment. I mean, we've already got more labs than we could ever need. So that is kind of great. Okay, this can come out there. That's the second belt. That's fantastic. And that should be a good amount, I think. Obviously, we're going to have to do the inputs and whatnot. And we're going to actually have to use long-armed inserters to make sure that we can get the red and green flasks from this belt into this machine over there. But that, once again, shouldn't be too much of a difficulty. Just build me long-armed inserters right now. Forget that. Yeah, okay, a little bit more belt, that's fine. More long-armed inserters, that's what I'm after. That's what I really want. Now, if you were to ask me, no, I was gonna try and sing like a Spice Girls song there, but it didn't really materialize, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Yeah, that should work. That should work fairly well. I mean, obviously there's the whole issue with this side, and this side getting the advanced circuits that will be on this belt, but meh, it doesn't really matter. Also, let me place down my beloved lamps again. I do like a good lamp or two. Oh, there's not much space for these lamps, is it? Oh, Jesus. Okay, might have to go on a lamp diet over here, I'm afraid. That might be how we deal with the situation, unfortunately. Now, watch this not line up. Watch this not line up. Oh my god, it looks like it's going to line up perfectly. It lined up perfectly. That was great. That was absolutely fantastic. I've just realized I want to do something different. And I'll tell you what that thing I want to do differently is. And it is something called the miracle of buffering. And now we will get to see it not line up. Fantastic. It's great. Great. I love it when a plan doesn't come together. Makes me feel so very good about myself. Nah, it really won't matter, actually. Really won't make a shred of difference. There we go, and there we go. And now we just move the belt over here. Stone walls, hey, we finally got them researched. What do we want? Bullet shooting speed? Yeah, bullet shooting speed with a submachine gun. I can dig that. Also, where the hell is my submachine gun? There we go. Let me get making my submachine gun. Okay. And then that can go in there like that. And that should be perfect. That should suit us very, very nicely, in fact. There we go. Perfect. And that should work a treat. Apart from the fact that they're not going to get any because there's no backup there. But whatever. You start to see what I'm thinking of, don't you? You start to see what I'm thinking of. Wow, this is very, very slow. Don't think that is disputable. It's very, very slow. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. We need to upgrade these assembly machines. Yes, please. Yes, please today. No, please tomorrow. Yeah, but that's not bad. That's not a bad little setup for a first flask. I don't think at all. Obviously, we still got a butt ton of copper, still got a butt ton of iron, neither of which we're taking advantage of. It looks like this coal circle jerk has once again stopped. I have not managed to keep an eye on it. Yep, there we go. We've got 1,000 coal in our inventory now. Do we have 1,000 coal in our inventory? Yeah, probably. Well, over 1,000 coal, actually. 1,017, if I can recall what the figures said over there. But, you know, that's a significant amount, so it's nothing to be proud of. And we're running out of power. We are literally out of power. Oh, great. I mean, what more could you want? There we go. Is that us back up to speed? I think that should be us back up to speed. Yeah, we should be easily. Yeah. We've totally got enough power. Totally got enough power at the moment. And yeah, we've still got a little bit of range on our engines as well, so that's very, very nice indeed. And we know for next time that because these two boilers aren't actually operating, we can take advantage of that fact and just build another couple of engines on top. So that'll be great. That'll be great, and very, very easy to remedy should we ever need more power, which, let's face it, is an inevitability as our factory grows larger and larger by the second. By the second it does. You know, I do sort of want to build an extra bit of assembly machine area. I do kind of want to do that. I really do. You know, just take this up here a little bit, and I know we're going to be building over that oil patch. It's very, very disgusting of me. I know, I'm aware of this, but just think of the good that we could do. I mean, just think of the good that we could do. Let's stick this down. Okay, for example, like that. And will we have enough space to buffer? Oh my god, we'll have exactly enough space. Holy shitballs. That's great. Let's do it. Let's frickin' do it. Let's frickin' do it. Let's frickin' do it. Oh, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. The only bad thing about buffering is that it requires a higher initial investment in inserters, but that's really about it. I mean, You know, the fact that buffering gives you so much more control is really, really good. I am a fan of buffering, as you may or may not know. If you've watched any of my previous series, I frequently forget to, but I often try to buffer as much as I can. And copy, paste, 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 paste. And some power going down would not hurt anybody at all, actually. In fact, it would be beneficial for everybody, apart from the fact it does hurt the aliens. It does hurt the aliens a little bit, probably. Well, nobody really knows, I don't think, but hey-ho. But whatever the case, we should have an adequate amount of production of red flasks, and if we wanted to go even more buck wild with red flasks, then that's, you know, that's not completely out of the question. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to build an expansion to a red flask production, but it would still be possible. Also, we need to make sure that we fix the power situation. Build 5 more engines. Not 5 more engines, just build 2 more engines. Apparently I built some more boilers as well, so good on me. Yay for me. Do we have any cables or any of these bad boys? Yes, we do. There we go. And 1 and 2. Is that fine? Yeah, that was fine. Perfect. And that should mean that all of our boilers... Oh, in fact, not even all of our boilers are being utilized at this point. Oh, great. That works just fine for me as far as I'm concerned. We do need to remember. We do need to remember that we do need to find a way of automating this process down here. Because it's really shitty at the moment. It's really shitty, the fact that we have to continually just go over there and refill it. I mean, do we want to just break this off and bring it down there? I'm not sure if we actually want to do that. I'm not sure if we really want to do that at all. I don't know. We'll have to think about that in the upcoming episodes for sure. Because I'm not really sure if I want to dedicate resources specifically to filling up the coal area quite yet. I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. We're getting bullet shooting speed, taking significantly longer than normal because the research time is higher. Have we fended off that attack? Looks like we did fend off an attack. I don't know where from, but apparently we did, which is kind of nice. I'm wary of the fact... Oh, that's fantastic that that's completed. I'm wary of the fact that we don't have a turret on the other side of these steam engines, which is a major no-no as far as I'm concerned. Major no-no. And I think we probably do need one, considering this is like one of our main pollution sources. You know, it's not difficult to see that that is the case. There we go. You can have 100 ammo, and I will have this 14 ammo for my submachine gun, which fires ammo very, very fast, and I should probably have more ammo than 14 on me at all times, but, you know, whatever. I like to live dangerously. I like to live dangerously and crazily. That's me. While we're over here, let's go and zip you guys up. Zip and zip. Zip, zip. 7 repair packs. Nice to see. Alright. You know what? I don't think that that is a bad place to end. I really do not. I think we've made a lot of progress this episode. And I'm very, very happy with the way that our little factory is developing so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Robert Potato. You've been watching Rails Not Robots in Factorio. But for now, and from me, bye!